Are you sure?
Yes. They called it the Pillar of Autumn.
Why was it not destroyed with the rest of their fleet?
When you first saw Halo, were you blinded by its majesty?
Blinded?
Paralyzed? Dumbstruck?
No.
Yet the humans were able to evade your ships, land on the sacred ring, and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
Noble hierarchs. Surely you understand that once the parasite attacked...
There will be order in this council.
You were right to focus your attention on the Flood. But this demon, this Master Chief...
The Prophet of Truth, this has gone on long enough. Make an example of this bungler. The Council demands it.
You are one of our most treasured instruments. Long have you led your fleet with honor and distinction. But your inability to safeguard Halo was a colossal failure.
Nay, it was heresy.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
No, you will not. Soon the great journey shall begin. But when it does, the weight of your heresy will stay your feet, and you shall be left behind.
The message just repeats. Regret, regret, regret.
Catching. Any idea what it means?
Dear humanity, we regret being alien family. We regret coming to Earth.
And we most definitely regret the Corps just blew up our raggedy-ass fleet! Hoorah!
Regret is a name, Sergeant. The name of one of the Covenant's religious leaders, a prophet. He's on that carrier and he's calling for help.
Master Chief, get aboard that carrier. Secure the Prophet of Regret. This is the only place on Earth the Covenant decided to land. That prophet is going to tell us why.
Head for their command post.
That's right, you mothers! Run!
Not if we can help it, Sergeant.
Sir, the Prophet is bugging out. Request permission to engage.
Negative, Commander. I'll vector 2 heavies for Starside intercept.
Ma'am! Slip space rupture off the target's bow. It's going to jump inside the city.
There's no time, sir.
Green light. Green light to engage.
Punch it. Get us close.
Ma'am, without a destination solution...
We are not losing that ship.
Hierarchs have something special in mind. Noble prophets of truth and mercy, I have brought the incompetent.
You may leave, Tartarus.
But I thought...
And take your brutes with you.
Release the prisoner.
The Council decided to have you hung by your entrails and your corpse paraded through the city. But ultimately, the terms of your execution are up to me.
I am already dead.
Indeed. You know where we are.
The mausoleum of the Arbiter.
Quite so. Here rests the vanguard of the great journey. Every Arbiter from first to last. Each one created and consumed in times of extraordinary crisis.
The taming of the Hunters, the Grunt Rebellion. Were it not for the Arbiters, the Covenant would have broken long ago.
Halo's destruction was your error, and you rightly bear the blame. But the Council was overzealous. We know you are no heretic. This is the true face of heresy. One who would subvert our faith and incite rebellion against the High Council.
Our prophets are false. Open your eyes, my brothers. They would use the faith of our forefathers to bring ruin to us all. The great journey is a...
This heretic, and those who follow him, must be silenced.
Their slander offends all who walk the path.
Not as you are, but become the Arbiter. And you shall be set loose against this heresy with our blessing.
What of the Council?
The tasks you must undertake as the Arbiter are perilous, suicidal. You will die, as each Arbiter has before you. The Council will have their corpse.
You are the Arbiter, the will of the Prophets. These are my elites. Their lives matter to me, yours does not.
That makes two of us.
We are the arm of the Prophets, Arbiter, and you are the blade. Be silent and swift, and we shall quell this heresy without incident.
Fire! Hold your fire! I wondered who the Prophets would send to silence me. An Arbiter. I'm flattered. Turn, heretic. Arbiter, I would rather die by your hand than let the Prophets lead me to slaughter. Who has taught you these lies? Seems the Hierarchs chose poorly. How did the Prophets buy your loyalty, Arbiter? With a new command? A new fleet? Or was it the promise? Their great journey? That will send a message to the Prophets. Curse you, Arbiter.
Where's our target?
The enemy ship is stopped above the ring, ma'am. We're going to pass right over it.
Perfect. Given what we know about this ring, it's even more important that we capture the Prophet of Regret. Find out why he came to Earth, why he came here.
I got a good view coming in. There's a big building in the middle of this island's lake.
I saw it too. It looked like a temple. If I were a megalomaniac, and I'm not, that's where I'd be.
Whoa. It's like a postcard, man. Dear Sarge, kicking ass in outer space. Wish you were here.
I heard that, jackass.
Regret's giving a speech. A sermon, to be exact. So far it's the standard Covenant liturgy, but I'll translate if he says anything interesting.
The Forerunners, our most exalted lords, use the 7 sacred rings to flee a doomed existence, to escape their endless struggle against the Flood. Long ago, the Prophets and elites fought an equally fruitless war. Indeed, I suspect we would still be at each other's throats had the Prophets not found evidence of the Forerunners and their great journey. In a gesture of peace and reconciliation, the Prophets promised to find the means of the Forerunners' transcendence, and to share this knowledge with the elites. The elites promised to defend the Prophets as they searched. A simple arrangement that has become our binding covenant.
Transcendence, huh? More like mass suicide. Wait, go back. That's what I thought he said. The Prophet of Regret is planning to activate Halo.
Are you sure?
I shall light this holy ring, release its cleansing flame, and burn a path into the divine beyond.
Pretty much.
Commander, we've got a problem.
So I hear.
But from what I understand, the Prophet will need an object, the Index. to activate the ring?
I'll secure the index key. You take out the Prophet. He's given us all the intel we need.
I've intercepted a secure transmission from Regret's carrier to something called High Charity. It seems to be a formal apology to the prophets of truth and mercy. Apparently, Regret jumped the gun when he attacked Earth. He's asking the other prophets to forgive his premature arrival, arguing that no human presence was foretold. That explains why there were so few ships in his fleet. But it's odd a prophet would have such bad intel about his enemy's homeworld. And people say I've got a big head. Regret's carrier just received a response from High Charity. A very well encrypted message from the Prophet of Truth. Listen to this. Your haste has jeopardized the fulfillment of our covenant, threatened our grand design. That you shall be spared a public display of our contempt is thanks only to Mercy and his wise counsel. Truth, Mercy, Regret. 3 prophet hierarchs. Killing Regret should shake up the Covenant leadership. But frankly, it sounds like you might be doing Truth a favor.
Every member of the Covenant shall walk the path. None will be left behind when our great journey begins. That is the Prophet's age-old promise, and it shall be fulfilled!
Great journey? Doesn't he know what these rings do? That's the largest Covenant fleet I've ever seen. The largest anyone's ever seen. Get inside the temple and kill Regret before it can stop us.
Human filth! You befoul this holy place!
There's the target. Take him out! His throne is shielded. It's deflecting everything you throw at it. Get in close and do whatever you can.
Warriors, attack! The demon must die! This is the human's greatest warrior! Your very existence offends me, demon!
Got to get him out of that throne.
The great journey will not be postponed!
Bad news. The Phantoms are turning around. The fleet is preparing to fire on our position. We need to get out of here.
This is unprecedented. Unacceptable.
A hierarch is dead, Commander.
His murderer was within our grasp. If you had not withdrawn our phantoms...
Are you questioning my decision?
No, Holy One. I only wish to express my concern that the brutes...
Recommissioning the Guard was a radical step. But recent events have made it abundantly clear that the elites can no longer guarantee our safety.
I shall relay your decision to the Council.
Politics, how tiresome. Do you know, Arbiter, the elites have threatened to resign, to quit the High Council, because of this exchange of hats?
We have always been your protectors.
These are trying times for all of us.
Even as the humans' annihilation filled us with satisfaction, the loss of one of the sacred rings racked our hearts with grief.
Putting aside our sorrow, we renewed our faith in the prophecy that other rings would be found, and see how our faith has been rewarded.
Halo, its divine wind will rush through the stars, propelling all who are worthy along the path to salvation.
But how to start this process? For ages we searched for one who might unlock the secrets of the ring. An oracle. And with your help we found it.
With appropriate humility, we plied the oracle with questions, and it, with clarity and grace, has shown us the key.
You will journey to the surface of the ring and retrieve this sacred icon. With it, we shall fulfill our promise.
Salvation for all.
And begin the great journey.
We'll head straight to the library. I do not wish to keep the Hierarchs waiting. The human that killed the Prophet of Regret. Who was it?
Who do you think?
The demon is here? Why?
Looking for a little payback?
Retrieving the icon is my only concern.
Of course. The Hierarchs do not look kind to failure.
Excellent work, Arbiter. The Hierarchs will be pleased. Send you to it. When the prophets learn of this, they will take your head when they learn. Fool. They ordered me to do it. And you shall listen.
Greetings. I am 2401 Penitent Tangent. I am the monitor of Installation 05.
And I am the Prophet of Regret, Counselor Most High, Hierarch of the Covenant.
A reclaimer? Here? At last. We have much to do. This facility must be activated if we are to control this outbreak.
Stay where you are. Nothing can be done until my sermon is complete.
Not true. This installation has a successful utilization record of 1.2 trillion simulated and 1 actual. It is ready to fire on demand.
Of all the objects our lords left behind, there are none so worthless as these oracles. They know nothing of the great journey!
And you know nothing about containment. You have demonstrated complete disregard for even the most basic protocols.
This one's containment. And this one's great journey are the same. Your prophets have promised you freedom from a doomed existence, but you will find no salvation on this ring.
Halo is a weapon. Your prophets are making a big mistake.
We are, all of us, gravely concerned. The release of the parasite was unexpected, unfortunate, but there is no need to panic. In truth, this is a time to rejoice. A moment that all the Covenant should savor. For the sacred icon has been found. With it, our path is clear, our entry into the divine beyond guaranteed. The great journey is nigh, and nothing, not even the flood, can stop it. Kill the demon!
The demon has infiltrated the council chamber? Protect the Hierarchs! Seal the exits!
Oh, I don't think so. That prophet, Truth, he has the index. You've got to take it from him. Let me get these doors. Go. It'll be easier to track Truth if I stay in the network. Truth is moving through the lower levels of the tower. I'll reverse this grav lift. Drop down, try to cut him off. It's safe, really. Just step in. Listen up, Marines. The Chief's hunting a prophet, and you're gonna help him kill it.
No sense sticking around here!
Fear not, my brothers, the sacred icon is secure. It was Tartarus and his brutes who took the icon from the flood. For that they had our thanks.
Excellent. Truth is broadcasting on the move. It'll make him much easier to track.
The elites have failed to protect the prophets, and in so doing put all our lives at risk. Let no warrior forget his oath. Thou in faith will keep us safe whilst we find the path.
I've got a fix on Truth just outside this tower, Chief. There's an exit nearby. Hurry.
With my blessing, the brutes now lead our fleets. They ask for your allegiance, and you shall give it.
The Covenant just destroyed 2 of their own ships, and I'm hearing reports of small arms fire throughout their fleet.
Creatures of the Covenant, the path is broad, and we shall walk it side by side. At this moment, the councillors gather on Halo to see the icons. There are those who said this day would never come. What are they to say now?
If we're going to catch Truth, we'll need to take a shortcut, straight through the mausoleum. Hang on. I'm picking up 2 more transponders. It's the Commander and Johnson. They're closing on Truth's position, Chief. They'll need your help.
The hopes of all the Covenant rest on your shoulders, Chieftain.
My faith is strong. I will not fail.
Let him be. The great journey awaits for no one, brother. Not even you.
By the prophets, what have these brutes done? They have shed our brother's blood, and for that they must die.
Your pal. Where's he going?
To finish what we started. And this time, none of you will be left behind.
That structure in the center of the city, it's a Forerunner ship. And Truth is heading straight for it. If he leads the Covenant fleet to Earth, they won't stand a chance. You have to stop him. Flood-controlled dropships are touching down all over the city. That creature beneath the library, that grave mind, used us. We don't have time for this, Chief. Truth's Phantom is nearing the Forerunner ship.
Shall we let the flood consume our holy city? Turn high charity into another of their wretched hives? No enemy has ever withstood our might. The flood too shall fail. The parasite did not defeat the Forerunners, and it shall not defeat us.
Arrogant creature. Your deaths will be instantaneous. feared you.
Whosoever is gripped by fear, take heed. I am the prophet of truth, and I am not afraid. Noble mercy is here, at my side. His wise counsel ever in my ear.
This together now. Two courses in one.
Apparently these are the Prophet Hierarch's private quarters, their inner sanctum. High Charity's power grid. Stopping truth, that's all that matters.
Now is the time of our unworlding. The moment we shall all become as gods.
You know the plan. You've got to stop truth. I've got to handle the index. Go!
If you would falter, know this. One final effort is all that remains.
Forget about the flood. You've got to get aboard.
After I'm through with truth.
You'll make a girl a promise.
If you know you can't keep it.
Put it down and disobey the Hierarchs?
There are things about Halo even the Hierarchs do not understand.
Take care, Arbiter. What you say is heresy.
Tartarus, the prophets have betrayed us.
No, Arbiter. The great journey has begun. And the brutes, not the elite, shall be the prophet's escort.
Got a new contact. Unknown classification. It isn't one of ours. Take it out.
The dual